Yes, I'm going to tell you about. I worked with a client that when I was doing family violence, and she was a van driver for a lot of clients, but she was a really sweet person. And I was there, and nobody knew what to do with this woman. They just didn't know what to do with her because you would fly off the handle and whatever made people uncomfortable. And of course, they sent her to me to see what could I do with her. And I said, "Why are you here?" And she says, "Well, they told me I had to come down and talk to you." I said, "About what?" And she said, "Well, I don't know. They think I'm crazy." I said, "Are you crazy?" She goes, "No." I said, "Okay. So sit down and talk to me." She was angry and enraged. That's what she was. And I said, "Well, you know what? Tell me your story." And she was a foster child, and she was gang raped by a bunch of teenagers when she was 12 or 13 years old. Married in a marriage, very abusive marriage. And I did a meditation with her, a guided meditation. As an adult, we found the place where it all happened, and she went in and rescued the child, brought the child out. I said, "Now you can leave the child here with me, safe. You can go back in there and do whatever you want to do to all those boys." I said, "It's between you and them. This is not about," I said, "you cannot hurt them wherever they are now. This is about you doing what you need to do to let go of your rage and your anger and to heal." I said, "You don't have to tell me anything about it. You don't have to talk about it to me. If you want to, I will listen, but you don't have to. There's no obligation." It changed her life. She ended up getting divorced and ended up doing what she loved to do, which was she loved grooming pets. She got her own little pet business and did her grooming. And I mean, it went a lot deeper than that, but I'm just giving you the top part of it, a way to deal with the anger and the rage. Because forgiveness doesn't work. The wounds go very deep. They go very deep.
Something interesting, Omena, that I didn't learn until pretty recently is that we need to reclaim the life energy that this assailant, whether they beat us up mentally or physically or molested or raped or what have you, and I'm an abuser of a number of interesting forms of abuse. Survivor.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that was a Freudian slip. I hope I'm not an abuser, but I'm a survivor of several forms of sexual abuse, and I understand about feeling disempowered or enraged, and it's so important we get our energy back from the one who grabbed it out of us.
Absolutely. It's very important to get to, first of all, to acknowledge the helplessness.
Yes.
How powerless and how helpless as we are if somebody is attacking us, okay? And then we have to give all that energy back to them so that we can stand in our own power, because that is standing in our own power. And it's not allowing anybody else to ever abuse us again.
Yeah.
When we get to that point, we're not going to abuse anybody because we already know what that pain is.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, it's not sort of, we're not a loose cannon shooting all over the deck anymore, totally dissociated from our own rage and shock and sorrow. We're in touch with it. It's come up. We've dealt with it. So now we're not going to be this person who goes out and abuses without even understanding why. Because we've given them back their horrible energy and we've taken back our life energy from them. And both things are important. Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, that's very, very important, because that's really the bottom line. It is learning to stand in our own power. It's like that woman as the adult going to rescue her 12-year-old. That was standing in her own power. And she had the choice whatever she wanted to do and act out whatever way she wanted to do that. If she wanted to burn up the barn with them all in it, so be it. I didn't ask, she didn't say. The point is, it is for her. It was for her to let go of her rage and her anger and be able to claim that part of her that was so injured and be able to stand in her own power and say, nobody's ever going to do this to me again. And that's why she got divorced. She'd been in a very physically abusive relationship for 25 years and couldn't get out of it because she wasn't standing in her own power.
Well, there's another layer in there. I'm wondering, did part of her unconsciously think, because she had been abused so badly as a child, did part of her record that as, this is just normal, this is how men are, or I deserve this?
No, I think it was more that that's just the way it is.
Yeah, this is normal.
I don't think she ever felt that she deserved it. I think it more had to do with being triggered, post-traumatic stress. There's a lot of post-traumatic stress from it. If you talked in a loud voice, she disappeared.
Yeah.
Because that must have told her you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
If it was a commanding voice, she disappeared. She was very, very reactive, and that's like part of the post-traumatic stress. And when you learn what triggers you, you're empowered because now you can do something with it. We can't empower anybody. They have to do that for themselves, but we most certainly can show them the pathway to it. The ego says, oh, I'm going to empower you. Well, guess what? The ego messes with everybody and, jokes everybody. And it does all of that. So it's like learning to be aware of all the thoughts that you come out with in your own head. Because oftentimes we act them out because that's where it begins. And to know free will is not, the church didn't give us free will. It doesn't matter what church you go to, didn't give us free will. No. And with all the things in the world going on around the church, whatever church you belong to, or synagogue, or Muslim, I forget what they call their house of prayer. They're all humans in there. They're all frail. And the sexual abuse that goes in an awful lot of religious orders is astounding. Totally astounding. And what happens? Oh, religion tells you to forgive. Well, it's a good thing I don't have a gun. Not that I do anything with it, but, a gun's a great symbol of anger. That's for sure. But how do you tell someone if they come to you and they've been molested by a priest or a minister or whatever? I'm going to sit there because of my background and tell them, oh, you must forgive them? No, not me. I'm not going to tell them. I'm going to bring them on a meditation and let them do whatever they need to do to get that child out of that powerless, hopeless place.
Yeah, perfect.
Forgiveness is a great thing when you apply it to yourself. It's an energy. It's forgive. The 2 words. Split it up to 2 words. If you enjoy listening to my audio, please like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my YouTube channel, email me your concerns and questions at omenacenter777@gmail.com. Call me at 860-871-6076. Please leave a message for an appointment and someone will get back to you in 24 hours. Thank you.